Hi everybody, welcome to today's technical analysis. And today we would be looking at one of our favorite cryptocurrency, which is Bitcoin. And we'll just be looking at the market analysis for what's going to happen today. So sit, relax, enjoy, and let's go to the charts. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and let's look at the charts and see what the charts are saying, right? We're looking at the BTC USD pair on Binance is our data source, and then we're going to be looking, as we said yesterday, that we're expecting some more upside movement, even down to the 20,400, 20,500, and we got it exactly as predicted that we wanted price to wick to that range, and then we we shorted it the market down, and so I'm still in my short, even though I believe the market can still push up a bit to the 20k 700 region. So probably I'm going to take profit on that trade, right? Because I know price might still push up a bit. We still have more room for our RSI to go up. So I believe price might range here for a bit and push up a bit to around the 20,700 region. But please be very, very careful because I believe a huge dump back to the 18k, 19k region is very, very possible. And I'll be telling you why I believe we could push up probably to the 21k region, stroke the 700, 31k region before we dump back. As you can see, our analysis has been spot on since when we started the video. If we go down to our 12-hour time frame, as you can see, we knew we had some huge block of resistance. We had some huge orders at the 20,500 region down to the 20,400 to the 20,500 region, right? And so we shorted it from here. I would call it good short. Still in my short, probably will take profit right now because we might just come down to retest the 19,750 probably before we move back up. We know our next major resistance is at the 21k region. So probably we might even push up that high, right? If we break this resistance, probably we might push up down as high as the 21k region before price is being rejected downwards. As you can see, even on our RSI, we still have more and more room to go to the downside. Even on our oscillators, there's still probably a lot and a lot and a lot of room to go downside. If we go to our 8 hours, right, you can see a lot of resistance down even at the 20,200 region, right? 20,200 region, we have a lot of resistance. If we push through that resistance, we still have a lot of resistance probably at the 21k region. So I'm hoping that we could push up a bit down to the 21k region before getting rejected back down. Or if probably we move down, right? We move down to the 19.6k region and then move back up, then probably would have created a higher low, and then I can say we'll be bullish. But I see everybody around just saying we're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish, we're bullish, right? We've bottomed out. I really have doubts about that. So be very careful, right? Take profits along the way as we are moving downwards. Make sure you take profits. We cut that short right to the T. I'll be showing more reasons why I believe we still have probably more downside to go. Just a little downside, probably because we have to retest the EMA rebounds down at the 19.7 region. So probably I might just keep my shorts down to the 19.8 region, right? And then from where I would take my profit and see what price will do, right? And so we still have a lot of time. So please be very careful. If you know you shorted at our point of control, make sure you take profits right along the way, right? Take profits along the way. If you check our 4 hours region, everything telling us that right, we still don't have a very, very concise direction, and there's a higher probability we are coming back to test the 19,800 region. So even as you trade, be very, very careful because the market maker might push price even up to the 21,700 region. It's very, very possible we have a huge block of orders at the 21,700 region. If we move over to this chart, we see that price has been respecting the Bollinger Bands right from time. Let's start from the weekly. If we look at the weekly, as we've been saying for a while, that we still have problems as our weekly stochastic RSI is still fairly high, and probably they might want to push price just a little higher, right? Probably even to the 22K region, very, very possible before we move back down as we've been in a sideways action for a while. So anything is possible, but we're saying that we're looking for the stochastic RSI to get corrected down to the downside before we begin to long, right? Or before we begin to entertain the idea that the bottom might be in. If you go to a 3 days time frame, as you can see, right, stock RSI is still moving up. So probably we have more upside to go, right? Probably even more upside before we are corrected. Uh, the daily shows us more data as regards what's going to happen in the short term, and as we can see, our stock RSI is quite high, very, very high. And as you can see, the stock RSI has quite been following price, right? When we topped here, we dumped, topped here, we're about to dump, right? And then we're still going higher. So probably I'm expecting we're going to peak at some point today or tomorrow so that we can have a huge drop. So this is a warning. Please, if you're in your short, take profit. Probably we might move up to this point of control at 20,900, 20,700 region before we have some huge dump. Also, MACD is showing still a little bit bullish on the daily. So probably we could still go up, so still move up a little before coming down. If you go down to our 12 hours to see what will happen in the next few hours, as you can see, our RSI is still not oversold. Our stochastic just about to turn bearish or just having a bearish divergence. Same thing with the MACD having some little bearish divergence. So we actually see that they have a higher probability of moving upwards a little before moving downwards. So probably be very careful with your trades. This is not financial advice. This is just for educational and entertainment purposes. So make sure you are very, 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 very careful with your trades around this period. So probably a lot of manipulation will go up around this place before we can move back downwards. Going back to the lower time frame, we could see the same thing happening, right? Very, very overboard on all the time frames, but probably the market makers can still push it. As you can see, stock RSI very overboard. Uh, RSI same thing, but we could see that we could extend a lot of time. For instance, like this space, we could stay a lot of time on this space before we correct. Same thing I probably might happen here. Stay a long time before we get corrected. So please be very careful. If we are looking for entries on 1 hour, our 1 hour entries, you want to be looking for entries right around, as we said, probably you can begin to ladder into your shorts from 20,300. Have huge resistance around that period, as you can see, very, very huge resistance at the 20,500 region, very, very huge multi-day resistance at the 20,500 region. If we push higher, if we push very higher, which I doubt a bit, right, we will be looking to short at the 20,700 region, but we still have contracts, right, piling up. If we go down to uh, our heat map shows us what's happening. As you can see, we have a lot of liquidity to the upside till the 20,500 region. So it's very, very highly possible and probable that we move upwards down to a 20,500 region before pushing down. As you can see, a lot of liquidity is hinged at the 20,300, 20,400, and 20,500 region. So we could even push upwards to the 20,700. Now, this is a multi-exchange order book, right? And that's this for Bitfinex, for Bitstamps, Coinbase Pro, FTX, and Kraken, right? So we could see that there's high probability, right, that we could move as high up as 20,500 before pushing down. If we check the Binance order books, have a lot of data on the Binance order books. Binance order books. Binance order books is telling us that we have a lot of liquidity at the 20,200 region. So probably we move as high as the 20,000 region. As you can see, so Binance gives us a lot of data that there's a lot of liquidity up, right? Upwards, which the market maker will really want to capitalize on, right? Because if we could see that price is still at the 20,000 and probably we could a lot of liquidity downwards, right? So probably the market maker might want to move price up, probably maybe to keep it ranging for a while, probably to the 20,500 region. Can you see coinciding with what we saw on our charts that there's a lot of liquidity at the 20,500 and more liquidity downwards. So probably we could just move up down to the 20,500 region. As you can see, this red line, a lot and a lot of liquidity back up here. So market maker might bring or price might get to the 20,400, 500 region before we reject out. So be very, very careful with your trades, right? Make sure you are very, very careful. Do not use high leverage. And I trust you liked the video. If you liked the video, please click on the like, click on the subscribe button. Thank you, and have a lovely day.